Hello everyone, good Friday. Hope everyone's having a great Friday. It's end of the week, Easter weekend. Little project here. It's converting the hot air choke on this Holley to an electric choke. So the Holley choke thermostat, electric choke thermostat showed up today, so I'm gonna put this in and got quite a nice length of wire off of a piece of factory harness I have. I think it was from our Ranchero that I parted. Comes in handy for when you need lengths of wire and you want it to kind of look factory. So I've got that. It's, you can either call it blue with an orange tracer or orange with a blue tracer, whichever way you want to look at it. But we're going to hook that up to the choke housing and we're going to run it inside the car. And right in the middle of the fuse box there is a male spade connector that is hot when the key is on. AC cars use it, but if you have a non-AC car, it's kind of nice if you need something that is key on power. You can run the wire right to it. So we're going to run this through an access hole in the firewall that's already there and run it to that. And I actually have another piece of factory wire that is one end is a female spade connector, but it's got two wires that come out of it. So I'll be using it for the choke, and the other one I'll be using for the Sun Super Tack that I'll be putting in the car at a later time. I have the tack, it's on the bench. Just been lazy about putting it in. So, gonna go ahead and get started on this. It works with the factory choke thermostat hold down. And here is the Holley electric choke. And it just goes right in place of the regular hot air choke. So, kind of nice. Part number on this is 45-258. So if you got a Holley with a hot air choke, you want to convert it, it's kind of a nice conversion. That's all you got to do is buy one of these, and you have to wire it up. You got a power wire and a ground. And what Holley does on carburetors that they sell that come with an electric choke, the ground wire, usually they kind of loop it around and they will put the other end of the lead like under one of these screws here so that it's grounded. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and finish up this short project and get going on with my weekend. Okay, so we're back. Have the wire run and I'll reroute it underneath here. We got the positive, negative run up to an eyelet on the vacuum secondary housing. Might change it and put it over here to one of the screws for the choke housing, but for right now that'll do. I got the wire running over, going through the speedometer cable grommet through the firewall. And then I'll try and show you where that terminal is. So this here is the dual wire connector I was talking about. And I think this came out of my Corvette, my 78 Vet, a couple years ago. So the ends are different. I put different ends, a different end on each wire. So one's a male, one's a female. So when I hook up the tack, hook up this choke, you can't mix them up, even though, I don't know, probably doesn't really matter. But the end fits right in. You can kind of see it right. Kind of hard to show it, but you can see it right there, right between those two fuses. That is key on power, and it's a male spade connector. And I did test it, and this 2-wire, the blue connector, fits in there nice and tight. So I'm gonna put this in there and connect the hot wire from the choke and be good to go with a electric choke thermostat. I already tested it before I ran the wire, and choke thermostat works, opens the choke flap up. So we'll finish getting this hooked up, and then I'll get the choke set, and no more pain in the ass feathering it, keeping it going when it's cold. Fire right up with the choke and be nice. So we'll stop this here, and there we go. Connector plugged in, choke lead plugged in, yeah, right there. And then there's the lead for the tack. I'll put the tack in and run the wires for that next week. So anyways, now we have electric choke. Now we'll play around with getting it set right. So that's it. That's the latest update. Nothing until next week. No more projects on the Torino this weekend. The rest of everything for the next 2 days is going to be honeydew stuff for the girlfriend. So hope everybody has a great weekend and a safe one. It's absolutely beautiful out today. It's supposed to be even nicer Sunday. I don't know what tomorrow is, but it's just absolutely beautiful out here today. So getting to be time where I can burn up all that stuff in the fire pit, cut up the bigger stuff for bonfires. So anyways, see ya until next time.